The acquisition and care of a great work of art can be a long and arduous task. It can also be a love affair. Marvelous, celestial and haunting is this first portrait by Leonardo da Vinci, which is painted so perfectly that it seems not a portrait, but Ginevra herself. Ginevra de' Benci, 16 years old, betrothed to be married. Who was Ginevra? How did Leonardo come to paint her? Why is she painted on both sides? How was she drastically altered? Why was she sealed in the safety of a wine cellar? And what mysterious chain of events brought her to the National Gallery of Art in Washington, the only Leonardo in the Western Hemisphere? A work of art contains many secrets. This is Ginevra's story.
She looks pale, and she looks sad. And we know that the paleness I do understand. Young, rich Florentine girls didn't go out in the sun. They didn't get tans. They kept indoors most of the time. If they went outside, they were, under an umbrella or whatever it might be. They did not get suntan. This was not fashionable. So the paleness is to be expected. But the sadness is certainly there. She looks a little distant, a little bit removed, a little bit as though she didn't want to be there. But yes, there's a sadness about her which concerned me. I'd like to know more about her.
She was the daughter of a wealthy Florentine banker, born into the Florentine high bourgeoisie. She was 16 years old when she married Luigi Niccolini, who was middle-aged and whose wife had just died. They did not probably have a great life together. He reported in 1480 that she had been sick for a long time, and we know they were childless. So there is good reason to believe that Ginevra was sad in her life. Nothing with Leonardo is ever simple, and this is not a simple, straightforward likeness. It has to resemble her in some way. There is never anything conventional or routine about Leonardo. His pictures in particular, though also the drawings, are the product of speculation, not just about art, but about nature, about man and nature, about the figure in landscape. And Leonardo put all this thinking into each picture, and as a result, each one is a kind of world by itself, and it constitutes a statement by Leonardo in the form of visual art of his deepest beliefs and the development of his thought.
Time can alter how a painting looks. Over the years, the varnish yellows, dramatically altering color and tone. Cleaning and restoring a painting, any painting, requires extraordinary skill.
Interesting, by the way, how very flat that panel is. You see, there's not a sign of any warp at all. And one of the reasons for that is that it was painted on both sides. If it wasn't painted on the reverse, there's a good chance, I'm not saying that it would, but there's a good chance that it would have developed some kind of warp, because you would have moisture coming into the reverse of the panel. Now it's protected by that layer of paint that is there. And there she is. It is a bit like a book, opening up the pages and finding things that are not visible to the naked eye. Sometimes you don't make very good discoveries, and sometimes you make marvelous ones. But it's very important in understanding the technique and the condition of the painting. And you look below the surface.